Hello and welcome back to Heaven Will Be Mirtazapine. Let's check out what's going on. I'm so excited to see Saturn again. I mean, spoilers, but that should be happening. Subject: Ship Self. Origin: Pilot Program Training Documentation leaked. Author: Memorial Foundation Homeworld Archives. Mare Crisium. Oh boy, reading, right. The first true ship Self was made in 1969, named after her place of manufacture on then Luna, now Moon. They were made as prototypes not to be mass-produced. Aesthetic considerations: a neutral, idealized body representing all of humanity. They loved bullshit like that. Not the first vessel with a gravitational engine, only the first built to use the engine to exert outwards gravitational control. A ship Self creates the pressure and culture for a human to survive alone without the presence of others. It's an unsustainable attempt to make a human function as a world. To make it sustainable, we have to become world-sized in body, thought, and soul. Encompass every self that has been, or will be, or could be. Its original armaments were extremely varied since they were a proof of concept and it wasn't understood yet what form the existential threat would be and what sort of weapons would be needed against it. The tidal reactor can externalize, but it doesn't have any interior mechanisms for this, so it needs an equipment loadout, and even through the raw force is still unmatched by any mass-produced unit. It wasn't built with an effective way of using it. The original pilots had to bend, slowly, the default forms of their ship selves into new shapes and refit the ceremonial and theoretical weapons into ones suited for the existential threat, and, eventually, each other. In time, the shape conforms to the human inside. This, in part, confirms to the specific theory. The human part isn't the ear, but the hole in the lobes for your earrings. Lipstick is real, lips are not, and we see humanity defined in its gravitational output? I'm sorry, that knocked me down a peg. The human part isn't the ear, but the hole in the lobes for your earrings. We were setting fires. Okay. Mars, you were right. I am too strong. I'm afraid. I'm getting bigger and bigger, stronger and stronger. But there's still so much to do, and I don't know how to do any of it. What if I make a mistake? What if I'm too strong? Is the universe going to be okay? Pluto! Pluto! Never, no way, that's impossible. I never meant it like that. I messed up again. I'm probably going to mess up yet again saying this, but you're not that strong, Pluto. No one's that strong. You know that even you aren't as strong as the Earth, right? You're not even any stronger than anyone on Earth, even in Croon Macula. You were the one who told me to stop getting a big head about my ship self. Like if I fell to Earth, it'd crumple under Earth's gravity. And any given human is 1,000,000 times stronger than that. Space just doesn't have any competition. So you're not strong. You're just stronger than a bunch of idiots. I love you, Mars. I keep telling other people that, but I never listen to myself. I can only hear it when you say it. You know, that sometimes applies to your love advice, too. Hey! We had been given the moon, formerly known as Luna, got past the Luna Terra. Now we're on to take a deep breath. The acceleration due to gravity. Celestial mechanics and Cradle's Graces have one thing in common, and that's escaping Earth's gravity. To do that, they need Saturn and Pluto to work together to corrupt the lunar gravity well. It's an opportunity for one to get the upper hand over the other, but they're not thinking about it politically. Ready for launch. We're seriously working with celestial mechanics? This sounds stupid. I seriously don't trust them. They're so shady, no matter what they say. If it's something that's in their best interests, there's no way it's also in ours. I know there's no way to restart the space colonization project without opening the lunar gravity well, but that's exactly why we need to keep them as far away from it as possible. You don't need any help to do it. That's really true. Especially with that reprehensible and irresponsible pilot they're assigning to the operation? Yes, I know, but hey, if I don't need to convince you, why are we doing this? I know it's true, Mars. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. So why? Isn't it true they're just using you for a secret plan that will let them take control during the final battle? They're sneaky. I know, Mars. But if we don't open the gravity well, there's no way to have the final battle in the first place. Earth's gravity will destabilize our ship selves completely. Neither of us can get what we want with Earth so close. But why do you need that conniving pilot with you? There are some things even I can't do. You're the one who keeps telling me that, you know? There's no other way to even get a chance at this without their help. But they're going to use that as leverage to trick us anyway. They're not beneath that. I'm not beneath it either, you know? That's why I'm here. I'll be trying to get the upper hand for us. I can be ruthless too, Mars. Don't you think I want it badly enough? I mean, you shouldn't have to. I know, that's the part you hate. I don't care if you don't want to see me do something bad, though. I can do it, just like all of you can. You always tell me not to worry, but then there's nothing that I can do. I want to stop worrying, but I can't when there's nothing I can do. Oh, Mars, I really forget sometimes. You're such a good girl. But just trust me, okay? Trust me and watch me, okay? It's all I ever need. Saturn tempts Pluto to fall in with her. Pluto tempts Saturn to entertain a silly dream. Oh, we're so close. We're so close to the end. I want to see Cradle's Graces through, even if it means playing with Saturn in the future, but I also want Pluto and Saturn to get together so Mars and Lunaterra can be together. We're staying loyal. We're thankful for our Cradle's Graces, but we're not coming back. The moon's south pole is the completion point for Earth, where all the terraforming begins and ends. Here the skyscrapers rise up to catch the eternal light in what someday will be a city where night never comes. You're quiet. Is there something on your mind? A lot, but nothing important. Don't hide it from me. You know I can just read it off your gravitational field, right? Are you sure? You're never normally this quiet. Good to know even you can feel that way sometimes. But I didn't think it would be over this. The gravity well can't be that big a deal for someone like you to deal with. And I'm here too, in case you forgot. Feeling out the tides is deeper than mind reading, and not so literal, and you know that. That kind of mind reading is the kind every human can do, but few are any good at. What kind is that? Read my mind about it. Are you nervous? No, I know exactly what I'm doing. I just wish everyone wasn't going to be watching us this whole time. I hate getting yelled at for no reason. Don't you have people who are a pain in the ass to keep happy? Don't you have people who are a pain in the ass to keep happy? That's everyone in Cradle's Graces. Plus, they love me, which makes it so hard. That's why I ditched command. I couldn't stand being pestered constantly by superiors who don't know what they're talking about. I don't have any superiors at all. What? Lucky. Why? 'Cause I'm at the top. Excuse me? I'm the leader of Cradle's Graces. More or less. Excuse me? What? Why? For a lot of reasons, but mostly because no one else wants to be. Oh, Dr. Nix is in charge of most things still, but I do make the decisions. I mean, but why? You're as bad as Mars. This is why it's so hard to get anything done. Cradle's Graces is just full of contradictory, impossible to reconcile, naive, and disorganized feelings. Someone has to bring all of that together. No, stop. I mean, but why would you tell me that? I mean, shouldn't I take advantage of this? Oh, I just thought you just wanted to get to know me better, not engage in any of that cloak and dagger stuff. You're crazy. Why would you trust me? I'm sketchy. Oh, no, you're not. You're obnoxious to your friends, but you work hard all the time for their sake. You bullied a certain taciturn ace pilot, not because you hated her, but because you wanted her to grow up and stop wasting her talent on moping. You're always tempting me to your side, but you don't care if I join Celestial Mechanics or not. Also, you asked me how I was doing, if I was nervous, and told me you're here for me on a difficult mission, even though you tried to make it sound like you were lording it over me. Ugh. So what do you really care about that you keep coming after me, whether you win or lose? I'm not telling. That's fine. You don't need to say anything for me to understand. I need to shut my mouth or I'll keep stuttering and embarrassing myself. Don't tell me that this whole time you've just been playing along like... I give up on being cool. It doesn't matter. No, wait, it does matter. I worked so hard to try and corrupt this good little pilot test brat of Cradle's Graces. Don't be sad about still being a good girl. It's a really hard habit to break. I'm the real fool, though. I saw right through you, and it worked on me just the same. I completely fell for it. Oh, we're almost there. Let's be careful, okay? The slim tower, the tallest on the moon, ends in a point, and suspended above is the overpowering gravity well claiming humanity's spot on the moon. A saved seat in the cosmos. It'll fall inert to the surface when culture has so fully rooted in the moon that the planet will become a true gravity. Then this body will be no longer Luna, but fully and truly the moon, just as Terra became Earth when humanity was born there. Yet the gravity well can also be the seed of possibility. It doesn't have any preconceptions about what humans can be or should be. There's still time. Begin full output. Resonance handshake seeking. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Handshake received. Oscillating, rotating, responding. I am trying to seduce you, though. Endpoint reached. Synchronization complete. Aligned rotation. Acceleration high. Still acceptable. I just don't understand how you can be this strong and amazing and still waste it all on them. Tidal resonance achieved. brace for resonance feedback. So tell me, why do you waste so much of your time pestering pilots like Luna, Terra, and me? Tidal resonance far beyond predicted levels. Begin bracing. Hold the core steady for insertion. That's dodging the question. Waves crashing, intensifying resistive force. It's not. You're not really any different. You care what happens to everyone in space, too. Even fools like us deserve a chance at what they want. The part that makes me angry is how we... Oh, this is so hard to read. The part that makes me angry is how they won't just take what they want. If Earth has abandoned us, why go through so much trouble to reconcile with them? Resistance is incredible. The core's hypersuspension is refusing to decouple. Maximum output. Bending space, culture, time. Dilating possibility. Leaving humanity behind out of spite, just to prove how much you don't care about them, makes it sound like you actually do care about others. But it is really cute how you're trying. I am loyal to us, that's all. The space orphans, the lab girls, and fuck everyone else. No love lost, none owed to anyone else. That's what I'm the leader of. Beginning insertion. Breaking first through 50th seals. I don't. I want a breakup. If humanity wants us back, they should come crawling and beg us to forgive them. You, of all people, should be the ones... If humanity wants us back, they should come crawling and beg us to forgive them. You, of all people, shouldn't be the ones saving them. Rapid destabilization. Action needed. Are you really okay with all of us in space having a chance at that future, but no one on Earth? I, of all people, know what it would be like to never have that. Breaking seals 50 through 1000. Requesting overload bypass permission. I'm not a good and noble person. My heart's not big enough. Attempting again. Fine. Here's a real secret. Just for you, okay? Since you told me yours, I would never forgive the world. But if my master plan doesn't work, I'd follow you wherever. Bracing. Gravitational output maximum. Thank you. Really, Saturn. I wouldn't have had this much fun without you. Thanks for giving me room in your heart. Less dramatic status updates that sound like you're gonna die. Core pierced. Heavy damage to upper arm. Insertion activating. Sustained damage increasing. Holding until countdown begins. For being so stubborn. Even so, you make me falter just a bit. Just a little. I can't be that invincible. I'm just a little lab brat. Reaction confirmed. Are you ready? For everything? Saturn, confirm Roche limit escape. Negative. It's messing up the math. It's messing up the maths. Calculations keep changing. Immediate escape is necessary before the micro black hole is formed. Cat. Calculating. Focus on my voice. It's not time for you to join the inverse yet. Gravity, like a warm embrace, and not just mine, wants you here. Back to your home and mine. Almost. All the equipment is destroyed. Both of them are badly damaged, but they're not dead. And the tiny black speck pulsing within the containment field. A strange gravity washes over the moon, and many things are possible. A leveled playing field. A new playground. Whew. Dr. Nix, we did it. You did it. I can't believe it. Pluto, you're there, right? Pluto, can you turn on the monitor? Not Not right now. Hi, Dr. Nix. What can I do for you? What can I do for you now? More powerful than I ever imagined. And I was never optimistic. But you've made me more optimistic than I could ever have imagined. That alone has me believing truly it was worth it. And yet I've never heard you say it. Have you? I have fought so hard every day for it. Of course it's worth it. Dr. Nix. But you don't say or express a certain kind of joy in it. Have you noticed that? But it's supposed to be joyful, isn't it? I'm proud. I'm holding everything, even though it's very, very hard. My heart and soul is in it. Isn't that obvious? What's wrong now? No, but not like that. It was supposed to be a joy. You're feeling guilty again, aren't you? I told you there's no need for that. It's not helping, and I don't need it. Instead, I just have to reassure you all over again. That's more work for me. Let me just rest instead. Then I'd be happy. No, it matters. Don't you understand? There can't be a sacrifice one for the other. Happiness for everyone and no one left behind? It's supposed to mean no one, not even you. You're the one who taught me everything. Maybe you should have taught me what that was supposed to feel like. Whew. Let me see if we can save. Options. We can! So we'll come back to whatever this is next time. Good night, everyone!